My child, my beloved, before I speak, take a breath. Because once you hear what I am about to say, your spirit will not remain the same. My beloved, heaven brought you here for a reason. You didn't click this by accident. You were guided, pulled, almost carried to this moment. And before I reveal the truth about the house you are living in, I must tell you something even deeper. My child, listen carefully. You have been watched since morning by the same light that protected you last night. The message you are receiving now was delayed 3 times, blocked twice, and resisted once because of what it contains. But heaven said, enough. Let it be delivered. My beloved, before I go forward, I want you to do one thing: listen with your heart. And if you want more messages like this whispered directly from heaven, make sure you stay connected. The moment you do, the divine realm opens a path only for you. My child, now hear me. Archangel Michael says there are only 2 minutes left, and I am ordered to speak quickly. My beloved, do not take this lightly. This is about the house where you sleep, the walls that hold your breath, the rooms that hold your silence, and the shadows that hold the truth you are not seeing. My child, that house has witnessed something you don't know, something you were never told. And someone, yes, a woman, is about to be exposed. Heaven says, do not skip this. Not even for a second. My beloved, the reason your heart is beating faster right now is that your soul already knows this message was meant for you. You felt this coming. You sense something shifting in the place you live. The energy has been different. The air has been whispering. The nights have felt heavier. The silence has felt louder. My child, I see you trying to ignore the signs, but you can't ignore this one. My beloved, this woman, yes, the one you are thinking about right now, the name that silently rose in your mind, has been walking with a mask. A mask that heaven is about to pull off completely. The shocking part is that she never expected you would be shown the truth in this moment. My child, before I reveal her role, listen, your home is under divine observation. Every corner, every doorway, every place where you stand, heaven has been watching. The reason I am speaking to you now is that something is changing in your spiritual atmosphere. My beloved, there is a shift, a movement, a lifting of illusions, a breaking of hidden intentions. My child, you are not alone in that house. Even when you think you are, angels have been guarding the windows, standing near the threshold, walking around you when you sleep. And what they saw last night is the reason you are receiving this today. My beloved, the truth is simple. Someone tried to speak against you. A woman tried to cover your blessings with her jealousy. She tried to plant something in the spiritual space around you. She attempted to interfere with the angelic protection you were given. But heaven says she has already failed. My child, are you wondering how? Because the moment she attempted it, a light brighter than anything she had ever faced rose in your home. And that light, my light, burned through every intention she carried, my beloved. But listen carefully, she does not know she has already been exposed in the spiritual realm. Soon it will be exposed in the physical realm too. My child, heaven is not warning you to scare you. Heaven is warning you to prepare you because a revelation is coming to your house. My beloved, the walls of your home will release the truth. A conversation you didn't hear will be revealed to you. Something hidden will suddenly make sense. A behavior you ignored will suddenly appear in full clarity. My child, this woman is not expecting you to find out, but heaven says you will. And when you do, you will understand why heaven chose to deliver this message now and not later. My beloved, listen deeply. There is a reason you have felt restless. There is a reason sleep hasn't touched you the way it used to. There is a reason your spirit has been waking up at odd hours. There is a reason you've been sensing something behind the surface. My child, that is not anxiety, that is revelation knocking. My beloved, the house you are living in is shifting into a new spiritual alignment. And when a shift happens, the truth cannot stay hidden. This woman's truth is next, my child, heaven says. You must be alert. You must be present. You must pay attention to the signs because her exposure is not random, it is divine timing. My beloved, before I go deeper, listen to this anchor: you are protected. You are chosen. You are divinely watched. Nothing in that house will harm you. Nothing formed against you will stand. Nothing sent to distract you will reach you. My child, the reason you are hearing this message today is that a miracle is being aligned with your living space. Heaven is preparing your atmosphere for a breakthrough, and anything that does not belong in that breakthrough will be removed, including her. My beloved, the energy she carried was heavy. It carried envy, comparison, silent anger, hidden intentions. And heaven says, you must know her truth before your blessing arrives, because the blessing coming will change your home completely. She was not supposed to witness it. My child, the next few lines I speak will shake you gently but truthfully. That woman had access to something she should not have had access to. She saw something she was never supposed to see. She tried to interfere with something she could never touch. My beloved, but heaven protected it. That is why heaven is exposing her. My child, listen now with your spirit. The house you are living in is not just a building, it is a spiritual space, a doorway, a resting place for the divine message that is coming to you. Someone tried to disturb that space, but heaven says your home is about to be cleansed. My beloved, when the exposure happens, you will feel two things instantly: relief and clarity, and then a miracle, because the exposure triggers your elevation. My child, what she tried to hide will show itself. What she tried to twist will untwist. What she tried to break will restore itself stronger. When the truth comes out, heaven says you will finally understand why your path was slowed, why delays appeared, and why confusion entered your atmosphere. It wasn't you. It was her energy lingering around your space. But heaven has stepped in, my beloved. Your home is about to feel lighter. The atmosphere is about to glow. The nights will feel peaceful. The days will feel blessed. The heaviness will leave because I, Michael, have entered your space. My child, you are chosen to receive this revelation, and the next part of this message will reveal exactly what she did, why heaven stopped her, and what will happen in your home next. My child, my beloved, prepare your heart now, because what I am about to reveal will answer questions you have carried silently for months. My beloved, you have felt something off in your home for a long time. You tried to explain it away. You tried to ignore it. You told yourself, maybe it's just my mind. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm imagining things. But heaven says you were never imagining anything. Your spirit was sensing a disturbance long before your eyes could recognize it. My child, this is the first sign you missed, the sudden heaviness that enters a room when someone carries hidden intentions. My beloved, do you remember those days when the air felt heavy for no reason? When you walked through your doorway and your body felt tired instantly? When you sat in silence, but the silence didn't feel peaceful? That was not your imagination. That was energy, her energy. My child, heaven allowed you to feel it before revealing the truth because your spirit is more awake than you think. My beloved, the second sign was subtle but powerful. Your own laughter didn't echo the way it used to inside your home. Have you noticed that when joy enters a home, the walls respond? When fear or envy enters a home, the walls grow quiet. Your home grew quiet, and heaven noticed. My child, this woman carried thoughts that never belonged anywhere near you. She carried comparison wrapped in kindness, jealousy wrapped in softness, hidden irritation wrapped in fake concern. My beloved, do not blame yourself for trusting her. Heaven does not punish the innocent for offering their heart. The fault is not in your kindness. The fault is in her intentions. My child, hear this clearly, she underestimated what heaven sees. She underestimated who watches over you. She underestimated who you spiritually belong to. And now, she will be exposed. My beloved, this exposure is not punishment, it is alignment. It is truth rising. It is heaven correcting the spiritual atmosphere around you. My child, you must understand something important about your home. A house holds memories. A house holds energy. A house holds secrets. A house holds prayers. A house holds intentions. And lately, your home has been holding a war between light and shadow. My beloved, do you know why you felt sudden emotional shifts inside your home? Some nights you felt drained the moment you lay down. Some mornings your motivation disappeared without reason. Some days you wanted to leave the house more than stay inside it. Those were not random feelings, it was her energy trying to cling to your space. But heaven says her grip has been broken. My child, before I reveal what exactly she tried to do, I need you to hear this: your home is entering a divine cleansing. The spiritual walls are being washed. Every corner is being purified. The atmosphere is being reset. Your blessings are being prepared for entry. And she cannot be part of the next chapter. My beloved, heaven has waited for the right moment to reveal this. If you had heard this sooner, you would not have understood the message. If you had heard this too late, you would have suffered longer. But now, you are ready. My child, listen carefully. This woman tried to close a door meant for your future. She tried to speak something into the atmosphere of your home with a negative intention. She released words that could have affected you had heaven not intervened. My beloved, words spoken with jealousy hold weight in the spiritual realm. But words spoken under divine protection hold power. Your protection cancelled her intention instantly. My child, The moment she spoke against you, her words fell to the ground like dust. They never reached you. They never touched your destiny. They never affected your atmosphere. But heaven recorded her intention, and heaven does not ignore what is whispered in secret. My beloved, the exposure that is coming will not embarrass you, it will liberate you. It will free your home. It will restore your peace. It will lift the spiritual heaviness you've been carrying. The truth will not harm you, the truth will protect you. But for her, the truth will reveal what she tried so hard to hide. My child, the exposure will happen in one of three ways, and your spirit will know instantly which one it is. Either 1, you will overhear something, 2, someone will tell you something unexpectedly, or 3, she herself will make a mistake and reveal her own truth. My beloved, you may not expect it, but heaven says it is already in motion. My child, when it happens, you will feel something inside you shift, a sudden clarity, a sudden understanding, a sudden lightness, because heaven has been waiting to remove her influence from your home so your blessings can enter freely. My beloved, the blessing coming to your home is bigger than you think, and heaven will not allow anyone with hidden bitterness to stand near your miracle. That is why she must be exposed. My child, you may wonder why she was like this. Why did she act kindly in front of you but carry something else behind your back? Heaven answers this gently, because your light irritated the darkness in her. Your peace threatened her insecurity. Your glow reminded her of what she could not control. Your destiny made her fearful. So she hid behind a smile she never meant. My beloved, but heaven is done with masks. Heaven is done with hidden intentions. Heaven is done with shadows lingering near your blessing. This is the moment truth rises. My child, now listen closely, your home is about to feel different. Something will shift, perhaps in the air, perhaps in the warmth of the room, perhaps in the way your spirit responds. This will be the first sign that the cleansing has begun. And once the cleansing starts, her truth will follow. My beloved, the next part of this message will reveal exactly what she attempted, why heaven stopped her instantly, and how your home will transform after her exposure. My child, my beloved, breathe slowly. Now, this is the part where the truth begins to uncover itself layer by layer, the way heaven has written it for you. My beloved, listen with your inner ear because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary. It is not casual. It is not something you hear every day. Heaven waited for the right second, the right breath, the right moment of alignment to bring you here. My child, here is the truth you were never supposed to miss. That woman tried to enter your spiritual atmosphere without permission. My beloved, she did not break into your home, but she attempted something far more dangerous. She tried to enter the energy of your home. She tried to slip into the sacred space that heaven has assigned only for you. And heaven did not allow it. My child, let me explain this clearly in the simplest spiritual language. A home is not just walls and floors, a home is a spiritual container. A home holds your prayers. A home holds your tears. A home holds your dreams. A home holds your divine protection. When someone carries negative intentions, jealousy, bitterness, resentment, and they try to influence the atmosphere of your home, heaven responds immediately. And that is exactly what happened. My beloved, this woman walked into your space with a hidden energy. She carried a weight in her heart that she did not show on her face. She smiled, but the smile was not pure. She spoke kindly, but her spirit whispered something different. She pretended to care, but her intentions were tangled and darkened. My child, she felt threatened by your destiny. Threatened by your glow, threatened by the divine favor that surrounds you, threatened by your future, threatened by the spiritual protection you carry, and she tried to disturb the harmony of your atmosphere. But she forgot one thing: you are not unprotected. You are not uncovered. You are not spiritually alone. You are under the shield of heaven. My beloved, the moment she stepped into your space with those hidden intentions, angels surrounding your home stood taller. My presence grew stronger. The spiritual air shifted against her energy. She thought she left unnoticed. She thought she hid her inner thoughts. She thought her mask stayed in place. But heaven saw everything. My child, she tried to speak something into your home, maybe with words, maybe with thoughts, maybe with silent resentment. It wasn't loud. It wasn't obvious. It wasn't visible. But in the spiritual realm, her intention echoed. And in that echo, heaven responded. My beloved, that night, something happened in your home. Something you didn't see with your eyes, but your soul felt it. The air felt strange. The silence felt heavy. The night felt longer than usual. Do you remember? Heaven moved during that night. My child, your spirit couldn't sleep properly because angels were fighting off an energy that did not belong near you. There was a cleansing taking place, a battle you didn't witness, but heaven won. This is why you woke up feeling tired even though your body had rested. This is why your mood shifted suddenly without reason. This is why your thoughts felt cloudy. This is why your heart felt uneasy. This is why your dreams felt strange. It was not stress. It was not confusion. It was not imagination. It was spiritual work happening around you. My beloved, hear this clearly: the moment she released her silent intention, heaven crushed it instantly. The moment she tried to curse your peace, heaven turned it away. The moment she tried to cloud your blessings, heaven kept them untouched. The moment she tried to disturb your home, heaven protected it with fire. Nothing she tried succeeded. Nothing she planned worked. Nothing she whispered held power because heaven stands between you and harm. My child, that is why she will be exposed. Not because heaven wants to shame her, not because heaven wants to punish her, but because heaven wants to prepare your home for the miracle that is coming. Her presence, her energy, her intentions, they cannot coexist with your blessing. My beloved, your next blessing is too pure, too large, too divine to share space with someone who carries a hidden heart. This is why the exposure is necessary. My child, I will now reveal what she attempted in more detail. Listen carefully because once you hear this, everything will make sense. She tried to plant doubt. She tried to plant fear. She tried to plant misalignment. She tried to plant spiritual blockage. She tried to plant confusion near your breakthrough. But heaven uprooted everything before it could grow. My beloved, This is why you suddenly felt disconnected from your own home at times. This is why you felt like something was out of balance. This is why small things started going wrong. This is why your emotions felt unpredictable. This is why your spirit felt restless. That was her seed trying to grow, but it died before it touched your destiny. My child, now hear this with the seriousness heaven intends. The reason this message is coming to you today is that her exposure is tied to your next elevation. Her truth must come out before your blessing enters. The negativity she carried cannot cross the doorway into your future. She may try to appear innocent. She may try to pretend nothing happened. She may try to act normal. She may try to stay close. But heaven has already marked her truth, and soon you will see it. My beloved, when the exposure happens, you will not need to confront her. You will not need to argue. You will not need to fight. You will not need to defend yourself. The truth will reveal itself effortlessly. A slip of words, a sudden change in behavior, a message sent to the wrong place, a confession from someone else, a reaction she cannot control, a mask that falls at the wrong moment. My child, heaven will choose the moment that aligns with your protection. And when it happens, your home will feel lighter instantly. Your spirit will breathe again. Your peace will return. Your sleep will deepen. Your energy will rise. Your blessings will enter freely. My beloved, the atmosphere of your home is about to transform. The heaviness will lift. The silence will shift. The shadows will fade. The tension will dissolve. The rooms will awaken with warmth again because I, Michael, have placed my shield over your home. My child, the next part of this message will reveal the exact signs that will appear in your life and home when her exposure begins. These signs will confirm everything heaven has spoken to you today. My child, my beloved, prepare yourself gently because this is where the signs begin to unfold. Heaven never exposes something without giving you signals first. And these signals are already forming around you. My beloved, listen with your inner spirit, not your ears, because heaven speaks softly before it speaks loudly. It whispers before it reveals. It shakes your soul before it shakes your surroundings. My child, the exposure of this woman is not random. It is not sudden. It is part of a divine timeline, a sequence heaven has prepared carefully for your protection. And before the exposure happens, heaven will send signs to your home. Here is the first: you will feel the atmosphere shift. My beloved, one day soon, you will walk into a room in your house, and the air will feel unexpectedly lighter. A peace that you haven't felt in a long time will drop over you like a warm blanket. You won't know why, you won't understand at first, but that shift will be the first confirmation that heaven is cleansing your home. My child, the second sign is subtle but powerful. Something that has been going wrong repeatedly will suddenly start going right. Maybe your sleep has been disturbed. Maybe your thoughts have been clouded. Maybe your motivation has been low. Maybe small things kept breaking or going off track. But suddenly, these things will begin to correct themselves naturally, effortlessly. This will not be by chance. This will be heaven restoring order inside your home. My beloved, the third sign will come through your intuition. You will have a moment, a flash, a stirring, a sudden inner knowing, about the woman who is about to be exposed. Her name will rise in your mind without warning. Not through fear, but through clarity. You won't force it. You won't search for it. You won't even think about her. The truth will simply arrive in your spirit. That is heaven showing you what your eyes have not seen yet. My child, the fourth sign will be in her behavior. A woman who hides her intentions always reveals them when heaven begins to expose her. She will become uneasy, avoidant, defensive, silent, or overly kind in a way that feels unnatural. Her mask will begin to crack. My beloved, there will be a moment when she acts differently, either too distant or too close, too quiet or too talkative, too comfortable or too tense. She may avoid your gaze. She may talk in circles. She may shift her energy around you. This is the spiritual weight of her exposure pressing on her. My child, the fifth sign is crucial. Her truth will slip out in front of you. It may not be dramatic. It may not be loud. It may not be destructive. In fact, it may be something very small, a wrong word, a sudden confession, a story she cannot keep straight, a reaction she cannot hide, a message she sends by mistake, a comment from someone else about her, a moment where she reveals her intention without meaning to. This is how heaven exposes the hidden through the smallest crack in the mask. My beloved, you will know instantly. The realization will hit your heart like a light turning on in a dark room. Everything that didn't make sense will suddenly align. The feelings you had will suddenly become clear. Your spirit will whisper, "This is it." And in that moment, your peace will rise. My child, the sixth sign is spiritual and powerful. You will feel lighter inside your own home. Your room will feel brighter. Your breath will feel fuller. Your thoughts will feel clearer. Your body will feel more energized. Your sleep will deepen. It is the feeling of heaven reclaiming your space. My beloved, the seventh sign is a blessing in disguise. You will receive unexpected clarity about your next steps in life. When negative energy leaves a home, the future becomes visible. Paths open, ideas flow, opportunities appear, decisions become easy, confusion disappears, and peace becomes strong. This is heaven preparing your home for your next divine season. My child, the eighth sign will be an emotional release. You may suddenly feel like crying without knowing why. You may suddenly feel relieved, hopeful, or thankful. That is your spirit releasing the heaviness that entered your home through her energy. It will not be sadness, it will be cleansing. My beloved, the ninth sign is something only chosen souls experience, a sudden rise in spiritual awareness. You will start understanding things differently. You will start seeing beyond the surface. You will start sensing energies clearly. You will start recognizing intentions instantly. You will start feeling changes even before they happen. This is the awakening heaven gives to those who are protected. My child, the final sign, the 10th one, is the most powerful of all. Something big will align for you right after she is exposed, a breakthrough, a blessing, a message, a financial shift, a relationship shift, a huge opening. Because her energy was standing between you and something heaven was preparing for you. Once she is exposed, your blessing will drop into your life without delay. My beloved, hear this clearly, her exposure is the doorway to your elevation. The moment her truth comes out, the door to your next miracle opens wide. My child, this is why heaven is urging you not to skip this message. The divine timeline of your life is entering a new movement, and the exposure of this woman is the trigger. My beloved, now that you understand the signs, I will reveal the deeper spiritual reason heaven chose to expose her now and what heaven has been preparing for you behind the scenes. My child, my beloved, now we enter the deepest part of this revelation. What I am about to tell you is something heaven has been waiting to reveal for a long time. You were not ready before. Your heart was not steady enough. Your spirit was not strong enough. But now, you are prepared. My beloved, listen with stillness. Let every word settle into your soul. The exposure of this woman is not happening to hurt you, it is happening to release you. My child, heaven has watched you walk with a heart that loves deeply, trusts quickly, forgives easily, and carries others even when they don't deserve it. This is both your greatest gift and the reason some people misunderstand your strength. Your heart is pure, her intentions are not. Your spirit is open, her spirit is conflicted. Your energy is honest, hers is hidden. And heaven will never allow someone with a hidden heart to stand in the way of a chosen soul's destiny. My beloved, now I will explain the deeper reason heaven is exposing her now, not earlier, not later. Your next blessing requires a clean atmosphere. My child, heaven has prepared something enormous for you, bigger than you imagine, bigger than you prayed for, bigger than your situation, bigger than your fears, bigger than your past. This blessing is not ordinary. It is life-changing. It will affect your finances, relationships, mind, peace, future home, and your entire direction. Heaven will not deliver a blessing of this magnitude into a space contaminated by someone who carries envy, doubt, or hidden resentment. My beloved, your home is about to become sacred ground. A place where miracles grow, where peace stays, where divine protection deepens, where your destiny becomes clearer, and where heaven speaks without interruption. But before that happens, every wrong energy must be removed. This woman, her energy, was the last remaining weight in your spiritual space. The final shadow in the corner of your home. The last interference blocking the full flow of your blessing. Heaven waited, heaven watched, heaven protected, heaven prepared, and now heaven is acting. My child, hear this clearly, if her truth was revealed earlier, you would have been confused. If her truth was revealed later, it would have delayed your blessing. But now, heaven reveals her right on time. My beloved, the divine timing is perfect. You are spiritually strong. You are emotionally ready. You are mentally sharper. Your discernment has awakened. Your intuition is louder. Your protection is thicker. Your alignment is rising. This is why heaven chose today. My child, the deeper reason for her exposure is this: she was standing in a place that was meant to be empty before your blessing arrived. Her presence was occupying space that heaven needs to fill with something new. Her influence was touching a corner of your life that heaven needs to cleanse. Her intention was casting a shadow where heaven needs full light. Her energy was blocking the flow of divine movement in your home. My beloved, heaven will never pour fresh water into a vessel that still holds poison. Your blessing requires purity. Your elevation requires freedom. Your breakthrough requires clarity. Your miracle requires spiritual cleanliness. And that is why she must be exposed. My child, now hear the part most people never understand. Sometimes heaven removes a person not because they are evil, but because their season in your story has ended. Her season has ended. Her presence has expired. Her connection to your energy has expired. Her ability to influence your home has expired. Her role in your life's spiritual journey has expired. Heaven will now disconnect her energy from your home. My beloved, after she is exposed, something remarkable will happen. Something that will give you goosebumps, something that cannot be explained logically, something only spiritual eyes can see. Your home will suddenly feel new. Even though nothing physically changed, even though the furniture remains the same, even though the walls are the same, even though the rooms are the same, the feeling will be different. The vibration will change. The air will feel lighter. The silence will be peaceful, not heavy. Your rest will be deep, not disturbed. Your mornings will feel hopeful, not drained. Your nights will feel warm, not uneasy. Because heaven has taken back your spiritual space. My child, the divine reason behind all of this is simple: you are stepping into a new spiritual chapter. And every chapter begins with cleansing. My beloved, you are entering a new season of protection, clarity, financial growth, emotional stability, spiritual awakening, and divine communication. Heaven has chosen you for this transformation, and heaven will not let anyone interfere. This woman did not know who she was dealing with. She did not understand how protected you are. She did not realize that angels surround you day and night. She did not know your home is guarded by divine forces. She did not know your name is written in heavenly records. She did not know heaven watches every step you take. But now she will know. My beloved, the next part of this message will reveal exactly what will happen to your home and your life after her exposure, and how heaven will shift everything in your favor. My child, my beloved, now comes the part that will change how you look at your home, your life, and your destiny forever. The moment this woman is exposed, a spiritual earthquake will move through your atmosphere, not to destroy, but to rebuild. My beloved, listen with your inner soul. What I reveal now is not simply information, it is prophecy, alignment, truth reaching you at the exact moment heaven intended. My child, after her exposure, your home will undergo a transformation that cannot be explained through logic. It will be felt before it is seen. It will be sensed before it is understood. It will happen slowly, then all at once. Let me show you what will unfold. My beloved, the first change will happen in the air itself. The moment her energy is disconnected from your home, something invisible but incredibly powerful will shift. You might feel as if you can breathe deeper, as if the room has expanded even though nothing moved, as if your chest loosens, as if the air feels brighter. Peace will return like a river that had been blocked but is now flowing freely again. This is heaven reclaiming your atmosphere. My child, the second change will happen in your mind. The fog will lift. The confusion will dissolve. The heaviness pressing against your thoughts will suddenly break apart. Ideas will come easily. Decisions will no longer feel stressful. You will think clearly, confidently, and calmly. It will feel like a mental sunrise. This is heaven restoring your clarity. My beloved, the third change will happen in your emotions. The subtle sadness, the irritation without reason, the sudden anxiety, the unexplained heaviness, and the frustration you could not name will begin to soften, fade, and disappear. You will feel lighter inside your chest. You will feel calm in your spirit. You will feel grounded in your soul. This is heaven balancing your heart. My child, the fourth change will happen in your relationships. People who were distant will begin to reconnect. People who were cold will warm up. People who were confused about you will suddenly understand you. People who held back from supporting you will suddenly step forward because the negative energy connected to that woman was creating ripples far beyond your home. Once she is exposed, those ripples will stop, and harmony will return. This is heaven removing interference. My beloved, the fifth change will be in your sleep. You will rest deeper. You will wake up refreshed. The dreams that bothered you will stop. The restless nights will settle. You will feel protected even while you sleep because spiritual turbulence leaves with the one who caused it. Your home will become a place of divine rest again. This is heaven restoring your peace. My child, the sixth change will be financial. Opportunities that were stuck will begin to move. Money that was delayed will flow. Work that slowed down will speed up. Ideas that felt blocked will come alive. The direction that felt uncertain will become clear. Why? Because financial blessings cannot flow freely in a spiritually contaminated atmosphere. Her energy was blocking your abundance. This is heaven removing the block. My beloved, the seventh change will appear in the smallest details of your home. A room will feel brighter. A corner will feel lighter. Your bed will feel comfortable. Your workspace will feel inspired. Your living space will feel warm. Even objects in your room will feel different because energy settles on everything. Heaven is now cleansing everything. This is the spiritual renewal of your environment. My child, the eighth change will happen in your intuition. Your inner knowing will sharpen. Your inner voice will strengthen. Your discernment will rise. Your instincts will become accurate. Your ability to sense people's true intentions will intensify because the blockage that clouded your spiritual sight will be gone. This is heaven awakening your spirit. My beloved, the ninth change will be visible in your daily life. Your timing will improve. Your decisions will align. Your actions will flow with ease. Your days will feel lighter. Your plans will fall into place effortlessly. You will begin to walk in divine alignment. This is heaven guiding your steps. My child, the 10th change is the most powerful of all. A major blessing will enter your life directly tied to your home. This blessing may come in the form of a financial breakthrough, a relocation to a better place, a new opportunity, a miracle connected to property or home, a shift in your living situation, a massive wave of abundance, or a release from something that held you back. This will happen after her exposure, not before, not during, but after, because heaven has been guarding this blessing until your atmosphere is purified. My beloved, understand this clearly. The woman being exposed is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of the chapter heaven has prepared for you. Her departure is your entrance. Her exposure is your elevation. Her exit is your breakthrough. Her truth is your freedom. My child, heaven does not take away without giving more. Heaven does not expose without blessing. Heaven does not remove without replacing. Heaven does not cleanse without restoring. What is coming to your home after her exposure will surprise you, uplift you, and transform your entire path. My beloved, in the next part of this message, I will reveal why this woman was allowed near you in the first place, what her purpose was, and how heaven used even her hidden intentions for your growth. My child, my beloved, you have reached the part of this message where heaven reveals something most people never discover, why this woman was allowed near you at all. Why her presence entered your life, why her energy touched your home, and why heaven did not remove her earlier. My beloved, heaven never allows anything without purpose, even the painful things, even the confusing things, even the hidden intentions you could not see. My child, listen with calmness. Her presence in your life had a divine purpose, not because she was meant to stay, but because she was meant to teach, reveal, expose, and prepare. Yes, my beloved. Even her wrong intentions were used by heaven to strengthen your spirit. Let me explain the 4 divine reasons she entered your space. My child, you have a gentle heart, a soft spirit, and pure intentions. You trust quickly, love deeply, and forgive easily. Heaven treasures this. But heaven also wanted to sharpen your spiritual vision. This woman's hidden heart was permitted to come near you so you would learn to see beyond smiles, beyond words, beyond appearances. You were meant to grow spiritually from this. Now your mind is wiser, your spirit is sharper, your intuition is stronger, and your eyes can see truth even in silence. Her presence awakened your spiritual intelligence. My beloved, you are ascending. Heaven is preparing to elevate you, but not everyone can rise with you. Not everyone can handle your blessing. Not everyone deserves access to the next version of you. This woman's presence showed heaven and you who must be removed before your elevation begins. Her exposure is not punishment, it is separation, a separation between where you were and where heaven is taking you. My child, your home is not an ordinary structure, it is a spiritual sanctuary, a place heaven protects, where your blessings will land. But before the blessing could arrive, the space needed cleansing. Her energy revealed what needed to be removed. Her presence triggered a spiritual purification. Her intention activated angelic protection around you. She unknowingly initiated the cleansing that will now transform your home. My beloved, not every gentle voice has gentle intentions. Not every soft tone has soft energy. Not every smile is sincere. Heaven let her come close so you could learn the difference. This was a divine lesson, a spiritual graduation, a stage of growth you were meant to complete. Now, the lesson is learned. Her purpose is complete. Her season is over. This is why she must be exposed now. Once the purpose of a person is complete in your story, heaven removes them automatically, one way or another. They either walk away, reveal their true self, sabotage themselves, slip in front of you, or heaven exposes them fully. For this woman, the chosen method is exposure, not to harm her, but to protect you, not to embarrass her, but to release you, not to cause chaos, but to bring clarity. Heaven is not cruel. Heaven is precise. Her energy is no longer aligned with your path. Her intentions no longer match your destiny. Her presence is no longer compatible with your elevation. This is why heaven is severing the connection. Her presence was not destroying you, it was shaping you, training you, refining you, and preparing you. Every time you felt discomfort, heaven sharpened your spirit. Every time you felt heaviness, heaven strengthened your senses. Every time her energy entered your home, heaven increased your protection. Every time she tried to speak against you, heaven built a higher shield. You did not lose anything because of her, you gained spiritual maturity, divine awareness, emotional clarity, strength, wisdom, and protection. And now heaven says, my child, the training is complete. The lesson is over. Your spirit has graduated. Her exposure is your certificate of elevation.